It's Voices for Equality. A black female doctor is on the forefront of developing the COVID-19 vaccine for Moderna. Dr. Kismika Corbett is the lead scientist for the National Institute of Health.
You know, Ron, she says she understands why communities of color might be hesitant to get the vaccines, but Dr. Corbett also stressed they are safe and effective.
For the general population, our target goal is for next spring, and that is if all things go well, and if these phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 clinical trials work simultaneously for the good, our plan is to have people vaccinated all over the world by next spring.
A recent study revealed only 14% of African Americans trust the vaccine will be safe.
Shalom, Shalom, Koholayam La, Albanawa, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rekhakardash. Double honors to the elders and elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners, and a strong shalom to the Aqua sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Okay, this is your brother Amoth Your Eyes from Yahawah, Amoth Your Eyes from Yahawah, coming at y'all with another beautiful lesson. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. I ain't gonna waste no time. I got this article right here from CNN. It says, don't be alarmed if people start dying after taking the vaccine. Okay, we're going to read a little bit of this, and then I'm going to, I don't want to write this out, put the link in the description box so you can go read it yourself. But it says, in an article on the Love Potion vaccine rollout, CNN says that Americans shouldn't be alarmed if people start dying after taking the vaccine because deaths may occur that won't necessarily have anything to do with the vaccine. Hey, man, this is bullshit, man. Pure bullshit, man. When shots begin to go into arms of residents, Moore said Americans need to understand that deaths may occur that won't necessarily have anything to do with the vaccine, which is fucking bullshit, man. Pure bullshit, man. Hey, man, this is vexing. Before I did this lesson, I read the article. So what I'll do, I'll just, I don't want to write this out. I'll be able to put it in a description box. You'll be able to go read it yourself. But let's just go ahead and get to the scriptures, man. Let's go ahead and get to the scriptures. Let's go to the one that we need to be meditating on the most, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 12. Salakia. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Never trust these cave monkeys, man. What is their job? Let's go to John. Let's go to John. St. John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. And that's right, man. The watchmen, we out here warning you, man. We out here telling you, man. These people are the devil, man. Point blank period, man. But I ain't going to say too much. Y'all already know, Yasharala. All right, this is Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, man. Let's get another classic. Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. The truth is a lie, and the lie is the truth to them, man. Everything's backwards in this kingdom, man. Slaki, in this queendom. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Okay, because it's going to be a quick hit. I want y'all to watch these videos. I don't want to write this out. All right, this is Matthew 24, verses 21 to 22. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. So why is Yahawashi saying this, man? Why is Yahawashi saying that these days have to be shortened and that these days to come are going to be horrific, man? Let's see why. Let's go to I know it says the prayer of Azariah, but this is the song of the three holy children. The song of the three holy children. Obviously, chapter 1, verse 9. This is why he said it. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world, man. So there you have it, man. And like I said, this is going to be a quick hit. So, Adawan Ratazah, man. This is upbuilds your faith, your belief, your hope, your trust, and your fear in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Israel. And so with that, I'm just going to say, Kohalayam La, Al-Banawa, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rekakradash, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Babal. Shalom.
When you woke up this morning, did you know you were going to be receiving the vaccine?
I did, yes. So, all of my staff, we are excited to get the vaccine. We are in the COVID unit, so therefore, my team will be getting first chances to get the vaccine. And I know that it's really, I'm sorry, I'm feeling really dizzy. Oh, I'm sorry.
As David Gorski, a respected medical ethicist, reminds us, science-based medicine depends upon human experimentation. Without human testing, scientists will never know if the products of the research will perform as they are intended to heal real human patients, to cure a disease, or to eradicate a lethal virus. There's simply no substitute for clinical trials that experiment on human subjects, and therein lies the ethical conundrum. It turns out that the most scientifically rigorous trial design might not be the most ethical. As you'll discover from the readings in this module, the history of human experimentation in the 20th century is particularly repugnant. The gruesome syphilis experiments conducted by the United States government in Alabama and Guatemala, the intentional infecting with hepatitis of mentally retarded children at the Willowbrook State School on Staten Island, and the Pfizer Corporation's meningitis experiment in Nigeria. These three alone would suffice to make us ask whether clinical trials are inherently exploitative. And yet it is just as clear that they are needed in order for medical science to advance. Consequently, we need to think very clearly about the ethics of human experimentation and the mechanisms in place to protect human participants, including informed consent, risk disclosure, non-maleficence, and the correct formulation of a scientific protocol. As always, we need to ask the question of cui bono, who benefits? The participants in the third world country where the experiment occurred? The large pharmaceutical company that used the data from the experiment to successfully launch the drug? The patients who were prescribed the drug? Intuitively, we know that we should neither exploit nor objectify a fellow human. But why? What is the philosophical rationale for such a position? Our text presents two very different views, one based on Immanuel Kant's deontological, or duty-driven, ethics, and the other on the basis of a version of John Stuart Mill's utilitarian approach, specifically act consequentialism. Now, while these technical terms may sound obscure, their practical application is very straightforward. If human experiments are necessary, we need a solid ethical foundation for their conduct, and that is what you'll be exploring in both your essay and the discussion board for this unit. Along the way, you'll read a landmark document on medical research ethics called the Nuremberg Code, named after the German city that hosted the trials of Nazi war criminals at the end of the Second World War. You'll also hear commentary from the physician and medical historian who chaired the Presidential Committee on the legacy of the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, and you'll read a closely reasoned journal article on the regulatory and ethical principles in research that involve children and individuals with developmental disabilities. The article argues that the history of biomedical research over the past 50 years shows that children and individuals with developmental disabilities represent populations that are especially susceptible to human rights violations, and that the codes that govern research on human participants do not yet apply with equal force to such vulnerable groups. Clearly, special ethical challenges remain. Well, that's it. I think you'll find this unit both historically relevant and intellectually stimulating. Best wishes for a productive 2 weeks.
If you see something, say something.